Gabby, and she's Maria Jose, and we're talking about studying abroad.
What about studying abroad? But Maria Jose Camila Cortés Montoya.
Okay, what does it mean? It means to go and study to another country, another place, strange to you. It's better if it's with another language, another culture. You can study on high school or college. There's so many options of universities around the world. Well, it's necessary to have a lot of major and independence for you and support for your parents and people around you, because, well, it's going to another place alone. There are so many groups to go, like, I don't know, like 12 people, like a group to go, and all the people it's from the same place that you're going, but, well, there's a lot of programs and we're going to explain.
Yeah, yes, this experience have to have a lot of responsibility, because in our or more old, big, maybe we don't think about these kind of things to study in another place, because some of us, well, not of us, many boys don't want to study, so it have to have many responsibility. Yes. To study in abroad means that we have many procedures to study abroad. The procedures that needs visa, or if you have to travel in another country or city, many medical assistance, travels, many a place to live there. Yes, some house where you have to stay here until you are studying.
Why I have to study abroad? Well, you don't have to study abroad. It's just an option that gives you more knowledge about another places, that there's a lot of places and cultures and languages around you, not only the place where you have born or you live. It gives you experience and independence and, well, more view about the world. You can go to study languages or to visit another school, or I don't know, there's so many reasons why you can, and it's great to go and study abroad, but you can see the world.
Yes, to study abroad makes us independent, being capable of directing and exciting our experience. So we, when we return of our home, we will have many experience and culture and languages, that's it, and customs, many customs. When we decide to study a career out of Mexico or our house, is because we want to get a best option to what we decide to study. Because in our country or in our place where we live, maybe we don't have conditions to get employed here after we study finish. So these are many things good. What?
Privilegios? Privilegios.
Privileges? When we when we want to work in our we decide to start school.
Well, it's the same. It's positive and it's great for a human being to know about.
And you will have many friends. Yes, we are saying many culture and costumes and I don't know.
Abroad. Well, first you have to choose where do you want to go and what are you going to do there. I have said it, there's a lot of options. We have a list.
Where we have many options, but not there. Not there. So I will. Well, you decide. You have to conquer to get brave and start thinking about studying other place. Many universities like Yale, like Washington University, Pichon Medical Center, University of Arkansas. Many of them. Yes, it's because they're in Mexico. We don't have many universities to study medicine well. In United States, there are many places that have no.
Well, not only medicine, even here at the universities, they have the option to go to exchange students. Well, imagine that you study here and you study, I don't know, law or something, architecture, and they have treats with another places university that says that they have a place to stay where you can stay and where you can live, and the classes and friends and the same signatures that you study here, you can study there, and they send another student from there to here, so it's beneficial for everyone.
Yes. Now this shows us that the decision to study abroad is not only depending about us. It depends about our parents. That many parents will be so oppressed, will oppress us, and don't want to we study abroad. So we have to talk with them.
Well, it's great.
Oh my god.
My topic will be medicine and technology. So I'll talk about medicine and technology in the past, today, and tomorrow. What will be the difference and the benefits between late and now, and how can this be in the future? So, well. So I'll start with medicine. We know medicine has been going through a long time. I investigated about three cultures. So it's gonna be Mayan, Egyptian, and Indian. So Mayan, it's quite little information in the presentation, but I'll explain. The Mayan, it was an ancient civilization. The Mayans loved nature, respect nature, so it wasn't allowed for them to do bad things to it. So they use nature to cure diseases and to have their medicines. So they thought that hurting nature will be hurting them. So they respect nature. Illness and imbalance made body nature. So they use red hot chili peppers like the band. Herbs, plants. These are the peppers and all that stuff. So they also did healthy rituals, and they were like how can I say, like related with the Asian people, so they didn't know that. Okay, that's Mayan. Egyptian. It's a pretty interesting culture because their medicine was pretty advanced. So they used how to massage, herb, and even surgeries to cure a patient by doing the dissection of the mummies. They learned a lot about anatomy. They gained knowledge. So brain surgery also, and stop bleeding by compression. That was about the Egyptian people. They had also anesthesia, and they used an interesting method to test the pregnancy by letting a woman pee on barley and grain. So they were quite interesting culture. Indian. The Indian culture has one of the oldest civilizations on earth. As a result, it has also long medical history. They used vegetables, animal, and earth as drugs to cure all the diseases. So here it is, the bags, their medical bags, the plants, and like kind of drug, and that's the India. So they also used medicine not to cure a disease or illness, like more to lead a long life. So you didn't have to have a disease to use the medicine. So that was about India. So today the technology has advanced a lot, and with new technology comes innovation. So there's a lot of surprising things like blood transfusion, artificial heart, and penicillin. What's an artificial heart? Artificial heart is a prosthetic device that is implanted into the body to replace the original biological heart. So it's implanted by another person, a good heart, to your body, like when your heart doesn't function well. So the first official artificial heart that was patented was done by Paul Winchell in 1963. we also had the blood transfusion that is used mainly on people that has suffered a massive loss of blood and that has blood diseases like hemophilia and sickle cell disease. So that's the blood transfusion, and also the penicillin, that we all know something about penicillin. It was invented, well, no, not invented by Fleming, but rediscovered. And the original one was called Ernest Duchesne. It's used to kill bacteria by interfering with the bacteria cell wall. Penicillin were found to treat a wide range of infections. They used penicillin to treat also in the war by soldiers. So it's pretty useful. And that's in today. And in the future, tomorrow, that's pretty interesting because they will have a lot of things to benefit people, like this mind control limbs coming. So it's a limb, anything, an arm, a leg, to human. So they put it into you and you can control it with your mind. So it's like, oh, yeah. Punch, slap, all that, just with your mind. So it's pretty useful for people that have lost an arm, a leg, or any kind of stuff. The prosthetic digital retina, that is a thing that restores your vision through digital retina implants. So I heard it will be with these glasses. So first you'll have to wear the glasses, but then I think they put this eye, the whole eye. So it's pretty fine because blind people will see again. So yeah, in the future we will have that and a lot of things more. I don't know, that cures people or helps people. So well, that was future, past, present, and future about medicine and technology. Well, we can see the old things like the camera or this ham radio. So they have like been better through the years. So there's the ham radio to communicate with each other over shortwave radio. You saw this radio in the film The Shining. You remember? No? El Resplandor? It's a horror film, but it's quite ancient, so this ham radio was used and it was quite helpful. So this is a phonograph invented by Thomas Edison in 1877, and well, we now have stereo or even an echo. So that was, and the telegraph, and a skill operator to transmit and receive messages. So people used to send messages by that horrible thing, or not that horrible, but well, it was the way, by a telegraph. Now we have mail or messages, SMS, all that things. And well, today we don't have the ham radio. We have all this stuff that's better. They can also put it on internet, and people around the world can hear the radio from other countries by internet. Talking about the phonograph, here is the iPod. It's small, personal, useful, modern, and you don't only listen music. You can also play and watch videos, films, photos, any kind of stuff. And well, talking about telegraph, there's now mail, Facebook, every kind of stuff, and even the mail by letters. You write a letter, you send it to mail, and it's not that long. Well, this is the future. So, in the future, what we'll have, I wonder if we'll have an iPod in our arm. So we'll be our own iPod. We'll be an iPod. So we'll just like, okay, next song, and that stuff. There's like an iPod in your arm. So wow, that's interesting. So you can imagine a lot of things, like that computer, that's just an hologram. There's no more PC, there's just an hologram, and that's your computer. And here is the keyboard. So, well, that's amazing. And the flying car. I think we'll have flying cars, and that's amazing. In the film artificial intelligence, you saw it?
Yes.
That they have flying cars, and they look pretty amazing. So in the future we'll have a lot of stuff, and we'll be amazing, and we'll be amazing. So let's wait for it, and well, that's it. That's my presentation.
Hi, I'm going to talk about actual and future communication and education. Well, as you know me, I'm Sinai. Well, the actual communication. Well, how we know, the technology has changed a lot. How Coco showed it to us. So, well, now, for example, we can, we can call to China, or we can go to many places all around the world, because the technology has advanced, and the communication is very important for us because it's a way that you can communicate with your close friends or with your family that is not in the same place with you. Well, as you see here, it's the education. Well, it has changed a lot. For example, here is, well, how we are in the present, that we can connect all around the world. Here is the telephone, the old telephone, and then it was this one, and then this one, that it was like for killing someone, because it was really big. Heavy. Yeah, heavy too. Well, now we have these ones, or this one, and this one. Well, about the communication, I think that, how I told you, that it's really important because, well, for example, it was really hard for us when, well, not for us, because now we have technology, but it was really hard to our parents or our grandparents to communicate all around the world. For example, I can give you an example. My mom and my dad, well, they lived separated, no? My mom was in Cuba and my dad here in Mexico. He sent to her letters, and it lasted like 2 months to get it. In some countries, this program is still like that. For example, in Cuba, it still lasts a lot to give a letter. If you want to talk there, well, you have the telephone, but you have to say to another person that lets you the telephone, but because not all the people can have telephones. Yeah. And when? The education. Well, have we know, well, yeah, since the story begins, we know that the education is really important because the people that is more educated is the one that can afford more things, or the people that the level that they have is, I don't know, for example, if we have, I don't know, in this school we have a good education, but in other schools that the people, for example in Oaxaca, that they always cancel the classes, and all of that, they don't have the same level of education that we have. And how we know the education is the power, like it hurt, like it says here. And well, it's because if you have a good education and if you have a good level of knowledge, you would have a lot of progress in your life. And not only here, in other countries too. For example, for us, it's really very important to know English. For example, if we go to other place, we can speak with other people because we know English, and it's really good. But many people that doesn't know English, it's like in a bad situation. Because if they have an emergency or something like that, they cannot communicate with the people that is there. And well, since we are babies, we have an education, no? I don't know, our parents say to us, I don't know, like, they showed us how to read, how to make a lot of number things, like 1, 2, or 3, or like when we know that, well, that we are babies and they say to us, well, I want milk or something like that. And well, here is the education. And well, the future communication. Well, I already explained to you that the communication that we have depends of the technology level that we have. For example, I don't know, if tomorrow a new iPhone goes out, well, everyone will want to have it, and the communication will change. Well, I think that in communication we can transport to one place to another place, such like this fast, so quickly. Just like thinking in it, or just like saying it to a computer or to a... Yes. And the future education. Well, I think that we want to go to school, and if we want to learn, I don't know, another language, now we have it now that you can study by internet. I think that we can study in internet too, but it won't be the same internet like this one, that she's thinking in it and then it appears.
Whoa.
Wow.
And
This is going to be the iPhone 5, kind of.
this
Yes,
one,
yeah.
well, you see,
Well, there's a lot of models for iPhone 5.
Like,
Pensando que estamos en el 4.
Pero eso ya existe.
Projector.
No, todavía.
Hay un celular que sí es para historia.
Okay, let's continue. Okay. What's your comments at the end? Yeah.
well, and how I told you about the communication, well, here it is. I don't think that it's too good, but well, you can go to one place, to another place, and then to another place, and this will be our city.
oh, I don't like it.
No, neither.
And the moon selfie.
It could be
Oh,
like
yeah.
the park.
Like nothing.
And where's the park?
Where's the park?
You can think it.
No. I want
To imagine it. And well,